Hey, this is Tomek for Deepsolver, here to show you how to run a sim and also tell you a few things about how our solver stands out from the rest of the solvers on the market. As you're probably aware, there are quite a few solvers available, but there are quite a few things that make us unique. First and foremost, the speed. We're absolutely the fastest solver in the world. By quite a large margin, as you will see in just a bit. We're also entirely cloud-based, which means every sim is run through our page, and you don't need any expensive hardware that is necessary when you're using almost any other solver. So let's get to it. Let's click Custom Solution. Let's pick a flop. Let's pick, say, 10, 9, 6 rainbow. Let's pick the stack sizes that we want to use. And we can pick the rake structure, which is quite useful, as there are a lot of rake structures on many poker rooms. Some of them are quite expensive when it comes to the rake, so that will have an influence on the simulations as well. So let's pick a costly one, and let's pick 5% rake with a 10 big blind cap. Another thing that makes us pretty unique is the fact that we have prefab libraries. So for most scenarios that you would like to have, we can assign ranges. So as you see, if I were to click 3-bet pot for button versus small blind, I get the ranges. I can also edit them if I'd like to match them with the tendencies of the population in my games. So let's apply the ranges. As for building the game tree, that can be problematic in some other tools where it's very easy to mess up the sizings, and one mistake can basically make the entire sim bad. So we try to make it as intuitive for our users as possible. We also have a smart tree feature, which is something that is completely new. And smart tree basically assigns the most popular, the most frequently used sizings for both sides for the specific flop that we have chosen. Now, that doesn't mean that all of the sizing will be used, because that depends on the ranges and stack sizes as well, but it gives you a good basis for what is likely to be a good size. So let's go with that. Let's click Calculate. As I mentioned, Deepsolver is entirely cloud-based, so this also means that every sim is stored on our servers and is basically there for a lifetime. So you don't have to worry about losing your sim when it comes to storing it on your hard drive. And also, each sim is automatically named by, as you can see, the board, the positions, the stack sizes, action, and SPR. So it makes it really easy to find them later on when you're browsing through your sim library. So when we look at this spot, we see, okay, out of position uses some sizes, in position uses some sizes as well. But you will notice that this frequency is quite rare. And this is where another entirely unique feature of ours comes into play. It's called Simplify. And Simplify allows you to eliminate low frequency bets from the sim automatically with one click of a button. And this will come this is quite useful as nobody is going to be memorizing strategies that only occur 3% of the time. So let's eliminate all bets that are below 5% with a click of the button. And this is a process that would take 10 minutes or more in another solver. And as you will see, this takes less than 10 seconds in our app. So that's a tremendous time save use. So as you see, in position doesn't have the sizing that was very rare anymore. So this makes the strategy a lot more clear and easier to navigate through. We also have something called the hand strength tab, which allows you to see which hand categories occur and how often in both sides. So here we can see how often one side has very strong hands. We can use this however we like. So when we look at a sim, it would be nice to practice what we have learned, and this is where we can use the practice spot. So let's say we would like to practice playing out of position versus a stab. So we get practice spot, and we would like to start from the action that was set on the table view. So we click here, and we want to only practice this specific street. So we drill just one street. And we pick educational for one table. And as you see, we can practice a lot of hands in a very short while, and we can master a specific spot in a very short time, which is very useful when we have spots that we have trouble with. We hope you enjoy our Sims, and if you have any feedback, please let us know.